I do get like peeved with like just like some things I do, like how I do things, like gaming. If I'm playing a game and like if someone's like, "Hey, you should do this," I'll be like, "I don't want to hear that shit."
I do think it takes a certain type of person to give criticism, and there's also a certain type of person to actually receive it, internalize it, and then work on it. Look, I never knew. I never knew like why people were like, "Don't get into retail, bro. It's just crazy." No,
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing to do with it, my boy. This has got everything to do with corporate, that corporate monkey on your back. You heard?
he basically like came down stretchy and then he got
Mm-hmm.
turned into fucking spaghetti. That's just unnecessary to do, unless you are trying to make like a statement. But I
You
mean,
don't think that they?
it's Kanye. He probably was. I mean, it was on purpose. It was like they knew the reaction they were gonna get.
Yeah, I've seen women turn on Drake that I never thought would turn on him before.
Man,
It's baddies out here turning on Drake. Like that's their
Never.
guy.
never thought I'd
That's
see
their
the day.
LeBron, bro. That's their Jordan, bro. Like, that is their guy, bro. Like he talked directly to their soul, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like this is crazy, bro. That's fucking baby face, bro. Soon as I get home from work. Come on, bro. What we talking about? Waiting to exhale, nigga?
13-time Grammy winner.
What are we talking about,
Yeah.
bro?
What's up, man? So yeah, just having a good old grand Thursday, our normal day, back to regular scheduled programming. You know what I'm saying? We're doing this podcast, Thug Dizzle, on Thursdays, bringing it to you out there on Twitch, so y'all can help us make our episodes. You know what I'm saying? But what's up, Chris?
Hey, let me ask you a question, man. It's been on my mind, my heart.
Okay.
How well do you think you are at accepting? Damn, word just popped out of my head.
Okay. What criticism,
Yes, there
feedback?
you go. Yeah.
What?
How well do you feel like you are at taking criticism?
It really depends on what it is, like, or what it's for. Really,
Mm-hmm.
like for this, 100% open. At work,
Mm-hmm.
100% open. But I do get like peeved with like just like some things I do, like how I do things, like gaming. If I'm playing a game and like if someone's like, "Hey, you should do this," I'll be like, "I don't want to hear that shit." Right? I want to
Right.
play the way I want to play. Or me and Shelbs get into some tiffs sometimes because of like I'm doing bedtime a different way than she would do bedtime, that kind of thing. But for the most part, I mean, open dialogue, working through it. I know I can get a little frustrated with some of that stuff sometimes, but I'm open to hearing it. But at work, no,
Mm-hmm.
you at work you have to have open feedback no matter what you do. And with stuff like this, feedback is very important. So like if
Of course.
Ryan, for instance, told me something, Shelby tells me something, you, Diamond, Katie, anybody says anything like, "Hey, this was wrong," or "Dex, y'all should do X, Y, Z," I'm all for that. If it's like real, like if someone's like, "Y'all suck," I'm like, okay, whatever, bro. But like it has to be like actual, like, "Hey, you guys should try X, Y, Z," or "You could do this better," and I'll definitely try it out. I mean, but yeah, what about you? You haven't? Did you realize you had a problem with it today, or
I think I always kind of shrugged off criticism, regardless of who it came from.
you just shrugged?
Because yeah, because I
Okay,
mean, there's constructive criticism, then there's just like criticism, and
right, yeah,
I think mostly what you were speaking on was constructive. Where if like, I guess all of it's constructive, but I guess the setting kind of helps dictate, like you said, work or home,
mm-hmm.
how you would receive it. but I do think it takes a certain type of person to give criticism, and there's also a certain type of person to actually receive it, internalize it, and then work on it. And I know some people who you can criticize, you can criticize some things that they do with like how they handle you, right? On a
Right.
friendship
Yeah. Yeah.
level,
Yeah.
relationship level, where you might feel like they're not receiving that in the moment.
Okay.
And I guess a person like me, I'm looking for instant gratification with things like that, like acknowledgement to, hey, I hear you. I know this ain't what it is, and I'm gonna fix that and blah blah blah. Like in my mind, that's what I'll be looking for. But what
Okay.
I've realized is about myself and others that they might not give it to you in that day, but you see something different happening throughout. Like the next time you see them, you see that the behavior has changed and that they're putting more effort or they're trying to be better and work on those things.
Right.
So I do think when it comes to criticism, it's not always going to be, which is another thing that I'm learning again to reiterate, it's not something that's instant. But if somebody actually does receive what you said to them, then you'll see it in their behavior moving
Mm.
forward. So I don't know what made me think about that, but it's just nobody, like you said, nobody. I mean, be probably like, you don't want to hear that shit. Like, go somewhere, bro. Like, because you feel like you're doing everything right. You're like morally sound. You're just. You treat
Yeah.
everybody fair. Why do
Hmm.
I need what do I need critiquing on? Like, I critique myself enough. Like, where I try to cover all my bases so nobody can say shit to me. You feel me?
Hmm. Okay.
I don't know if that's a good. I don't know if that's healthy, but it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, that just crossed my mind, and I was seeing where you was at on that
Yeah, I
for
got you, bro.
sure. But anyways, how was the week?
Man, pretty pretty hectic, really. For me, um, we are well, as you know, Raiden is going to a new daycare coming up
Mm,
very soon. Going into like a daycare with the actual preschool built into it. So he's gonna go into what's like a preppers class right now to get him ready for pre-K, like preschool and pre-K. So they actually help with the potty training through the day. They have actual curriculum and like things they do, and then they have their whole schedule like posted. Like, and they have cameras in their daycare, which is well one thing we didn't have, so I can check on them anytime. And there's literally like full breakdown of what they do. They teach them like Chinese, Spanish, and all this other stuff. And then once he's fully trained, oh, thank you for following, baby Alexis. I really appreciate it. I should have seen a Twitch alert. I didn't see it though. Appreciate it though. Um, so yeah, we've been getting all that set up, and we had a open house. We had not an open house. We had to meet the teachers. So we met the two teachers that are in that classroom for that. So he'll be starting on the 17th at his new one. So yeah, I'm just really excited to see what that brings from here. But then also at work, we had this has become a common theme every couple months. The Watson driver quits. So Watson's our biggest customer at work. You don't really know what they do, but basically our biggest customer, and we have a dedicated driver for that customer that delivers every day. But the dude just called in and was like, I can't do it anymore. And so like we had to get our local guy to go there. But then
mm,
today he called out because his mother was in the hospital. So like
mm,
we were scrambling to get stuff delivered like with different routes and stuff. It's been like a pain in the ass. And I've also been having to do like courier service for every single fucking order that it can't be
mm,
delivered. So I'm talking about even silly shit like one bag, right? Having to pay like $36 at pop just to get them to go deliver it. So we've been just like wasting bread all week.
yeah.
So I just been like super busy at work, and then with getting everything ready for Raiden upcoming, and then trying to get the babysitter situation handled with Ronan, my youngest, because me and my wife we don't put our kids in daycare until they're a year old. Like they're fully good with solids, they're walking. That's when we put them in daycare just to make sure they solid before We throw them to the germ wolves, as we call it, because they
Right.
start getting sick left and right. So, but yeah, so I mean, it's just been kind of hectic, but nothing like detrimental. It's just been busy. Like I
Right.
haven't been upset or anything, but it's just been busy getting all this shit set up, and then yeah, figuring all this stuff out. You know, we're new to the streaming game, so like getting a sponsor was pretty cool already, and then yeah, just trying to figure out you Twitch folks and getting all that set up. So yeah.
Yeah. My week was pretty calm too, outside of work. I had to go talk to some of the local, I guess, businesses in my area where I work to try to come up with an idea of why traffic is so slow in our area.
Hmm.
And because corporate's been on our ass, my store in particular, about our numbers. Excuse me. So I went and spoke to a couple of the different store owners and shit around the area, like my little job area. It was like, how's y'all's business? Like, booty booty blah. And came to the conclusion that the street that our stores is on is commute street. It's not really a shopping area. Like people are going or coming
Yeah,
to
to
work,
home or work. Yeah.
right, on that street. So
Hmm.
they're not really stopping to pop into a
A
thrift
Goodwill.
store
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
And then they got all these restaurants popping up over there, with the Chipotle and the Dutch Bros and Sonic Waterburger, all this other shit. So they're gonna go get some food for sure, like, and then go home. So that's something we've been kind of dealing with this week, trying to figure out how to bring people into the store, what's going to keep them in the store. So I've just been working on like presentation, making sure everything's clean, making sure everything looks good outside.
Hmm.
Because as far as product, we're pushing product at a high level to start the month off, which is good. But to start the year off, we're already 30,000 in the hole.
Jesus. The
So
year.
to start it off from January to now, we're 30,000.
Jesus. All right.
I know. It's
Golly.
look, I never knew like why people were like, don't get into retail, bro. Like shit's crazy. And I was thinking about the customers and shit, right? Like you never know what you're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
get.
part of it.
But then, yeah, of
Yeah.
course. But then when you step on the other side and you actually gotta like keep this motherfucker open, like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh my God. Like my neighbor, literally, I was talking to her today. And we speak, like, I told you, like, I went and raked their yard with their son and shit. Like, just trying to be a good neighbor or whatever, State
Hmm.
Farm. And we were outside talking today, and she's like, "Damn, Chris, you got grades, bro?" I was like, "Yes, bro."
Yes,
She
bro.
was like, "Yeah, we're getting old, blah blah blah." I was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, I ain't got nothing to do with it, my boy. This has got everything to do with that corporate monkey on your back. You heard?"
Corporate
But
monkey. All right.
yeah. But work was cool though. I mean, work's been cool. The week's not over yet for me.
Hmm.
But speaking of my neighbor, as you know, her and her husband are like a DJ duo.
DJs. Yeah.
She's pretty much like she's the one doing the ones and twos. He's more like business, running the
Right.
show, type shit
He's
like
like the
that.
manager. She's the actual
Yeah, yeah, she's
getting
the
the
talent.
vibes going.
And I sat with her today. She played me a couple beats that she made. She's really good. She used Ableton and all that shit. And
Hell
so it looked
yeah.
like Matrix Code. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Ableton's fire though, but yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
she
you.
could do some really cool shit. I was jealous.
I don't
But
I also I don't like the way it looks, like just like you
no, it's
said, but
horrible. And I told
it's
her, I was
dope.
like, this
Yeah.
shit's not user friendly. And
No,
she was like, I felt the same way about
it's
FL.
not. Yeah.
But I was like, yo, that's crazy. But when I was coming back from the jazz club Saturday, Jonathan had texted me and was like, yo, bro, Amanda's club burned down. Her and her husband, and they have
Damn.
a partner. They were opening up a club somewhere out in Dallas. Yeah. And it was all due to arson too. So, and the
Mm,
partner was in the building when it caught fire. Luckily,
what?
yeah, luckily he was, he left unharmed, but their equipment was not insured. So, yeah. Um but all things considered, I spoke to her parents and her husband. last weekend. I hadn't had a chance to talk to her till today, but she's got another show coming up this weekend. Is this weekend Valentine's? No,
No, next weekend, because next Friday is Valentine's Day.
I think she said this weekend she got something going on. But
Okay.
anyways, she's spirits are okay, all things considered. They've been working on that for a while, so definitely gonna try to get out and support their next gig. I think she said they're doing something local for Valentine's Day next Friday, next week. But they are doing something this week. But either way, I just thought that was very unfortunate
It's crazy.
because they've been building up
Yeah.
her brand for a long time.
Yeah,
And
it's
it seemed like
deflating,
they were
bro.
finally starting to get
Yeah.
to a point of like recognition and shit. Getting your own spot is already like huge. So yeah. So shout out to them.
That's
Thoughts and
deflating,
all that.
man. Like legitimately.
For real.
Yeah.
For real. Could you imagine? Nigga got a podcast studio. There's some hating ass niggas.
You put everything you need and put on fire, bro? Nah.
Yeah, fire, bro. Not like I'm gonna call the cops on y'all every time somebody here. Something we can actually deal with. A fire, bro. Everything.
That's like that's next
crazy,
level right there. That's super crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But like I said, she's in good spirits. We was going back and forth playing beats. She was trying to teach me techniques, but again, Ableton is just that's not even something I want to like try to begin to figure out. So I'm gonna let her have fun with that.
You're done on that one, like not even trying.
Nah, like even she was showing me like how the playlist looks. I'm like, bro,
it's a weird as fuck to look at, but it works really fucking well. You can do some dope shit, but yeah, it's not pleasant to work with, honestly.
At all. So, in other news, though, I want to tread lightly because this would be the, I guess, second iteration of a Fantastic Four team that we've. This is the third.
Yeah.
Third.
Because you had 2005, 2007, and then the 2015 disaster, and then now.
Right.
Yeah.
Now. So the trailer just dropped for the Fantastic Four, A New World, right? Based off of what you
First steps.
First, A New World is Captain America.
Yeah,
I can't keep all these little catchphrases.
Captain America, I'm a bird. Just call it I'm a bird, bro.
Right. All right. It's Black History Month, so just
Here we go. Like you give a fuck about Anthony Mackie.
Hey, I'm just saying, I'm gonna support. You feel me? This month, because the movie don't come out till when?
It comes out Valentine's Day,
right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well I got to support the rest of the month. Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, what do you think about the trailer?
I know you're mad because I think we talked about it before. Like you're mad because you're like, bro, this actually looks all right. Like
it looks good.
It looks all right.
It does look good. I can't even front. I'm like the colors look good.
Now
I know that's been a big like point of reference for their films lately. What's up?
But now hold on.
What's up?
We could talk about Captain America a minute. This Fantastic Four trailer though, I hate to use it, the pun, but it was fantastic. I hate to do it, but it
brother.
This guy stinks.
Yeah,
but dog. I had to run it back on my TV because I watched it on my phone, and I was like, no. I need to see this on my screen,
right?
Because I was like, the retro futuristic look they were going for, and the way everything fucking looked, and then the soundtrack on the trailer, I was like, yo, everything on here is fucking fire. And then I get the back of Galactus's head, and he's actually a fucking Galactus, like he's not a fucking cloud like last time.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, let's fucking go. And then I was also like, bro, Pedro Pascal has been on a fucking run. And then oh boy from Stranger Things also been on a fucking run.
Yeah, so, even the thing, the guy was playing the thing with the bear and all that shit.
What Baccarat, I think his name is. But he's on the bear. But yeah, I mean, and then I do like the way the thing looks with the long eyebrows. The rock eyebrows, and it's
reminiscent of Alex Ross.
It's a mixture of practical and digital effects. Like he does wear an actual suit, and then they just like digitally altered. It's the same thing they did with Spider-Man, because Spider-Man wore a suit, but then his eyes were animated.
His eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph Quinn is playing Human Torch.
Yes. Vanessa Kirby is Invisible Woman.
Yeah, which I
Pedro
haven't
Pascal.
seen her in anything.
She was in Mission Impossible.
Okay.
She was in she was Jason Statham's sister in Fast and Furious.
Okay. Homie name is Ebon Moss
Baccarat, right?
Baccarat, yeah. Baccarat, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Baccarat.
Yeah. He plays the Thing. But and then Ralph Ineson is the voice of Galactus. But
gotta hear his voice.
Yeah, I'm hyped. The question is, Chris, do you think Doom is showing up in this movie at any point?
They got to, right? After credits, something.
See, that's the thing. I think because it's supposed to happen, they won't do it, right? I think because you're just like, oh, he has to be in this movie. They won't do it.
It's a possibility,
and the only way they would do it is in a post-credit scene. He's not going to be in the movie proper. Like he will not be, because it's established that this is not in the MCU at all. So like, whatever universe they're in, they are the main heroes. Like they're already like popular, and obviously it's like a retro futuristic universe. But yeah, bro, I'm hyped. Like I'm actually like, yo, this is like.
I thought it was in it. What do you mean it's not in the MCU? What do you mean? Like
no, like the universe they're in, they're not in the main Marvel universe. Like they're gonna end up in the Marvel universe somehow at the end of this movie. Like they're in whatever number, we don't know the number, but there's a part where he's like writing on the chalkboard, and it's like talking about wormholes and different universes and stuff. And clearly, by the look of it, they're not in the main one. Like, there's no way.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And because I mean, if they're like being celebrated, like there's no way. Yeah. So whatever happens in this movie, they're probably gonna get flung to the next universe. So they're gonna figure out how to go there.
Now that's gonna be
the only other character they didn't show was Silver Surfer. It's gonna be the woman version. That's Silver Surfer, but she was nowhere in this trailer at all. None.
Julia Gardner. She was in Ozark.
Yeah, so she's playing I forgot the female's name for Silver Surfer. She's a Silver Surfer, but it's not the same one.
Shahala.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, so I'm hyped. How'd you feel about it, bro? I don't even know. You didn't even send me nothing about it, so I don't even know how you feeling. But
I mean, it looked great. I don't know if I'm sold on the thing. Sold on it.
Okay.
Even the sound of his rocks or bricks or whatever you want to call it, like how like
the scraping,
the audio of it. Yeah, like I'm sold on him.
The scene with him running was hard though. He was like running like.
I do think it's interesting, and maybe because they haven't. I don't know how far they are in the film. Or I mean, the film's done, right? Is it?
I mean, it's still in post production, like obviously because it's not out until June or July. So.
I thought it was interesting that we saw a glimpse of everyone's abilities except for
Stretchy
Reed's.
Yeah,
but the chalkboard that you mentioned, like the way that it's shaped and how long it is. Pause. He's gonna have to.
Out of all of them, though, his is the hardest to do, right?
Yeah, of course.
So I think they're probably keeping that in the tuck because that's probably like a main point of like. Yo, what is this gonna look like?
How yeah?
Because they had it for like 2 seconds in the Doctor Strange movie. He basically like came down Stretchy, and then he got turned into fucking spaghetti. So like, like, you know what I'm saying? But
came down Stretchy, got turned to spaghetti. That was a bar.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. I was digging the vibe of the whole thing though.
Yeah, it looked great. It looked great.
I mean, honestly, this year's kind of a banger because I'm excited about Thunderbolts too.
I forgot all about it.
Nah, I haven't. That shit
so much has been going on. Even, I don't know if we mentioned, this is Black History Month. Let's get out these white folk right quick for a minute. Did we mention that Michael B. Jordan sent his film?
No, it came out after the last. Yeah, so it came out after the last episode. or I don't know. No, actually, we just didn't talk about it.
Yeah, I don't think it's out yet. The
No,
trailers for
the trailer came out that
yeah,
week. But another
yeah,
Ryan Coogler joint, Michael B. Jordan,
yeah,
and look,
yeah.
me and Chris already said this off air, but this movie was definitely supposed to be a Michael B. Jordan, Jonathan Majors movie, but they just turned it into a Michael B. Jordan as twins movie. But
Which I feel that way like 85%. But the other part is like maybe it was supposed to always be
I don't think
him
so.
being a twin. I'm not mad at it. I don't think Michael B. Jordan, and I've had this criticism of him
Yeah, yeah.
since The Land Before Time. The nigga
The
is
Land
not
Before Time.
the nigga is not like he's not gonna ever blow me away, pause, with a performance. I think what him and Ryan Coogler are able to do is tell a great story.
Mhm.
But as far as Michael B. Jordan being the actor portraying the story isn't always going to cut through. Fruitville Station, to give you like a perfect example. Obviously, real story, great direction. Michael B. Jordan was literally just Michael B. Jordan in the film. Like he didn't take me out of it. And then what the film was about, I mean, obviously with, you know, um, the police brutality, murder, and all that stuff.
Fruitvale Station.
Yeah, the emotion. I mean, the wife, I think his girl even kind of gave me more than what he gave me throughout the film. The chick, she's like, I don't think she was ever like a big actress, but like more like indie, small budgeted films I've seen her in, and I think she's always brought it. But I think this film, though, in particular, no hate, no shade. I do think it's gonna be good. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's gonna be great, but I know it's gonna be good.
yeah. I like. I mean, first off, the trailer's dope in general,
Yeah,
right? And I don't
yeah.
want to. Let me get the name of this film right.
It's called Sinners.
Sinners. Okay,
Yeah,
that's all. Is it one word? I thought it was more than one. Okay, hold on. But either way, yeah, I'm just looking at that poster's sick. But yeah, vampire joint, dark, gritty. Like it has like a really gritty look, like dirty. Like it's like
yeah.
banging cast though, and then it's just like an interesting like concept of like Michael Jordan being twins, and then they're
Hmm.
like partying out in the countryside, and then some vampires show up and all hell's break loose, literally. So,
Yeah. Also
and,
saw that Christopher Nolan and his wife were like they're involved somehow. I don't know if it was
oh, in the
just
movie,
yeah, I don't know if they were just helping Ryan because the way he shot
did
the
they produce
film,
it maybe, or
I don't know. I don't know if they produced it.
okay,
It's something that had to do with the filming because they shot it on film. We did talk about this. No, I talked about this on the way to the I'm gonna keep referencing the jazz club because a
the
lot
jazz
happened
club?
that weekend. But he shot it on film
Hmm.
and there was like something with the aspect ratio, all the jargon photographers, videographers use. And they did it like wide and they did it not wide. Like they were doing it different aspects, like different cameras, all that fancy shit. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think they were more of just like consultants. I don't think they're like
yeah. He
OD
probably helped
involved,
them with like some like, oh, for that technique you do this type of
yeah,
thing.
type shit.
Yeah,
But I'm interested. I'm always going to be curious to see what they do together because they are a duo. I
yeah.
just don't think Michael B. Jordan is like the greatest actor of all time. And I saw that they're getting
Well,
ready
no,
to do another Creed 5. So,
but this movie make money though, so
yeah,
you
I
can't.
mean, look, Rocky lineage, you always going to you feel me? Like you going to get me every time.
But
Anything dealing with
those
Rocky.
movies are like legitimately good though. Like they're
Yeah,
good movies.
yeah, yeah. Actual storytelling.
Yeah, and then like they're well
Yeah,
made, like so you can't get
yeah.
you're not I can't be salty
Did
about
you
it.
see? Did you see Creed 3?
Yeah, me and Shelby watched it. Yep.
Oh, okay. Word,
Yeah.
word, word. Yeah,
Michael B.
that
Jordan
shit.
directed
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. I'm not mad at it. I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah.
On the subject of Jonathan Majors, though, we just got a trailer for his film,
Yeah, the bodybuilding
indie
one.
film with Zeus is like made the film. Zeus
Yeah.
Network, like they're a part of the people that made, which is fucking. That's kind of mind blowing because it looks great. And it is a far cry from everything that
Yeah.
Zeus Network has
Yes.
produced
Yeah.
thus
Yeah.
far.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, I guess if if everybody's willing to accept Jonathan Majors, whether you are on the side of him making a mistake or he was innocent, if everybody's ready for him to rightfully so step back into the spotlight and you know he get nominated or he wins, we
Hmm.
have no one to thank but Natalie Nunn, bro. Drop a bomb for Natalie Nunn, bro. She funded the whole project, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without baddies, Jonathan Majors wouldn't be here. So
That
we,
is not what I thought you were gonna say at all just now.
but
Like,
it's the truth though.
yeah, I feel you, but
Okay.
that was so
Shout out to
random.
Natalie Dunn, right? I'm just letting
Hey,
you know, like that's crazy.
but yeah, I think enough time has passed where, and then like I mean obviously like some of the stuff was like mad weird he was doing afterward, but like
Yeah.
he's been relatively low key, like relatively
Mm.
low key. But I mean, from the trailer, I was like, I knew nothing about this movie, but it looked all right, man. Like it's a bodybuilding movie, like like competitive bodybuilding, like you know
Mm-hmm.
the
Mr.
guys that
Olympian.
flex. He got big as shit. Like he's actually like swole. I mean, I don't want to root against the kid. I mean, he's from here. He's from the crib. I can't, you know.
The movie looked like it got a lot of heart.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
and from what I like, the rumor mill is also saying that like, hey, because some time has passed, that Marvel's calling him again, and I was like, okay,
I
are we
don't
really
like
gonna
that.
do this? I
I don't
don't
like that.
either, because I would say no.
No.
I would tell him to say no if they call him again.
Yeah.
Like, nah, like you didn't want me at my lowest, so
Yeah.
you can't.
And I don't like it for that, and I don't think that is true because that Marvel fan page on Twitter that's been wrong about everything
Yeah, yeah.
said that. So
Plus
I'm
they did the
like,
whole thing with Robert Downey Jr. coming back. It would be kind of irrelevant to try this to just force it back in. Like that would be
mm-hmm,
crazy.
yeah,
But you know, I wish him all the best though. I mean, this might be the one to kind of be like, all right, this kid back at it. You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? I
Reignite
mean, I knew
him.
he had a lot of supporters after the
Mm.
incident. I mean, like I said, he got reamed for stuff other than the actual incident, like the Coretta Scott line and the kind of
Oh
stuff
yeah,
the stuff he was doing
yeah,
out
yeah.
with Megan Good and stuff. But um, neither here nor there. On like, I mean, I feel like I said, I feel like he's been like relatively low key, and he has not been trying to like be all up in our face. And he, you know, I think that he's um due for that comeback for sure.
What I learned about what you just said, like not being all up in our face, being low key, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right.
Like because when he's out with Megan Good and she's doing her thing, people they're like, oh, he's there with her. He's trying to get spotlight and da 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 da
Yeah.
da. Any other time, any other person, husband or wife, they're gonna be there in their corner supporting
Together.
them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I
Yeah.
don't understand like why, shit like that. Even the conversations that were happening around Kanye and his wife, Grammy weekend or whatever.
Well, bro.
I will say, look, this is what I'm gonna say. This is all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I'm not trying to play devil's advocate.
You are, but okay.
I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out like people is like, don't force us to look at this or be yada yada cheese enchilada, whatever the case may be. But to say stuff like she's a victim and she's not happy and all this
Oh, that's
because she's
okay.
walking out naked, I can't get behind those type of conversations because we don't know. All we do know is the titties is banging. Okay, that's all we know. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's all we know. I don't know if she happy. She looks happy, but looks can be deceiving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not willing to go that far with like public perception on things I have absolutely no idea on. Like I can't write a novel about this shit, and neither can anybody else that's been commenting on it.
That's just the link,
So
bro. So yeah.
I see it. But anyways,
I mean,
uh
that whole situation is fucking weird. I'm not gonna talk about the happiness portion of it, but I'm saying like that is just ridiculous to do though. It like legitimately is ridiculous, bro. To just be like, I'm here and guess what? I'm naked. Like, what is this? I mean,
she wasn't naked.
she was very
It was it
basically
was a
naked, bro.
see-through dress
Okay,
with
literally a picture
little
of a kid
flats.
looking at her naked, bro. That's a problem.
It is
That's a
an
problem.
issue. It
That's a
is.
problem, bro.
It is an issue.
And it didn't have to be Kanye's wife to make that a problem. Like if that was
Yeah, it
anybody,
could
that'd
have
be a
been
problem.
anybody's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I agree.
I
There's a
just
time and a place.
yeah, I mean, and you know, like the happiness thing is like secondary to what I'm talking about. I'm saying like that's just unnecessary to do, unless you are trying to make like a statement. But I
You
mean,
don't think that they
it's Kanye. He probably was. I mean, it was on purpose. It was like they knew the reaction they were gonna get.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, because we're still talking about it. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. I agree.
but
Like
there's got to
you
be
said,
better
it's
things to do than that. Like I'm
yeah.
just
I don't know. It don't matter. It don't matter how many times a person from PETA throws paint on a fashion designer
or
who
Pharrell.
uses animal products.
Yeah.
They're still going to do it, right? Nobody's going to find what they do to be justifiable versus what it's all about. You know, your morality and your compass and shit like that. But speaking of morality, Kendrick Lamar just dropped his well, that he didn't just drop, but Apple Music just dropped their interview with Kendrick Lamar,
Oh,
hosted by Ebro, who hate him or love him, and Nadeska, who everybody loves. And I thought it was in about 30 minutes, short, sweet, cute.
yeah.
Didn't ask any tough questions really. Kept
Nah.
it very linear,
He got
very
I
like
mean, just had a little. You know, I watch battles every day. You know, that kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I did this for the sport.
Yeah,
You know. Yeah.
those type of things.
yeah.
And to preserve hip hop and what it means,
Right.
people not treating it like it's a art form, which if you really cerebral with it, all those are subtle jabs at how, you know, one would say Drake took the business or
Okay.
the culture, the art, and made it into something other than the art. Those are, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
you don't have to say it for it to apply. Is what I'm
Did
getting
you
at.
speaking of Kendrick? Did you also see that he has a interview coming out with Timothy Chalamet as well?
I thought I sent it to you. I think I DM'd that straight to you, my boy.
Oh,
Because Tom Holland could never.
I
Not the
didn't.
interview itself, but just the clip.
Yeah, I thought it was like a. Oh, that you sent me this.
Yeah, yeah, it was me. I'm the culprit. I'm the bad guy. Just to show
Oh, it's
y'all another.
okay. Okay, so this is like a snippet. Okay,
Yeah, like
all
that.
right,
He's going to interview Kendrick, ask him a
tight.
bunch of questions
That's
and
cool,
blah blah
man.
blah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I will say, to go back to our white off. I did. Everybody was. Zendaya was at her family reunion and Tom was there.
Yeah.
Everybody was making a big deal. They're like, "Oh, Zendaya was actually black." Blah blah blah. It was cute. It
Yeah.
was cool. The cousin kept calling him Spider Man.
Spider
That's the
Man. Yeah.
blackest shit. That's the
Yeah.
blackest shit you can do. Like, the
Where's
nigga got
Spider
a
Man
name.
at? Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I fucked with that. That was cute. I'm not gonna hold y'all. That was fine.
Yeah.
You dig? But about Timothy though, somebody quote tweeted and said they just let this white boy do whatever he wanted to do. And I was like, hell yeah. He can't do whatever the fuck he want to do. This is
We
his
out here.
world for real.
Yeah.
But speaking, I mean, while we on Kendrick and
But
everything, obviously the Super Bowl is this weekend.
yes.
predictions for the game before we even get to halftime. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think?
Oh, at the game itself?
Yeah, the game itself. Do you think Patty is going to do it again, or you think?
Man,
You think young Shamik Moore gonna pull it off? Not Shamik.
Shamik Moore.
Shamar Moore. Which one is it? Dance Club.
Yeah, Shamar Moore.
SWAT. Shamar. You think young Shamar Moore gonna pull it off or what? What you think?
Look, I'll say this. If you look at it on an analytics, like paper standpoint, the Eagles should win this no problem. They should. And because when Jalen played in the last Super Bowl they played in, he played great that game. He wasn't the reason they lost at all. But he played great that game. Now, if we're talking about football sense, like on a football standpoint, Patrick is the guy to beat. Let's just get that out. Like Tom Brady was the guy in his generation. Patrick is him right now, right? He's him. So, and the Super Bowl he lost was against Tom Brady, right? So, I don't know, as we've seen through the playoffs, I don't know if the NFL is going to let them lose. I don't know if they're going to let this happen. But, because even in the playoffs, they haven't been lighting up the scoreboard at all. Like they've won their games that they're supposed to win, right? But they haven't been. I think the highest scoring game was that Bills game, what it always is.
You talking about Kansas
City, yeah.
Okay.
Because on the other hand, Philadelphia's games have not been fucking close at all. But because they have the recipe that you want against the Patrick Mahomes, which is Eagles have Saquon Barkley, okay, who can run 200 yards a game. And if you're running 200 yards a game, what running does is burn the clock out. And the best way to beat the Chiefs is keep the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hands, right? Make them beat you, right? So, like I said, on paper, the Eagles should win this game. They should. And I would say, even to the point, they should win by 2 scores. That would be... Now, but like I said, on my caveat is, I don't know if the NFL wants that to happen.
Right.
But I do.
Because the house always wins.
But I want it to happen because I want every Cowboy fan to have a mental breakdown to watch the Eagles win.
Dallas has been through enough.
Exactly. But not enough. Right? But that
it's
is
not enough.
But that's my prediction. I do think the Eagles will win.
Okay. I don't necessarily have a dog in this fight.
Yeah, this isn't like your bag.
Yeah, I want to say black people say a dog and fight. That'll get you 385,000.
But what does your gut say? Just your non-biased gut, because you don't have any bias.
My non-biased gut, it says Kansas City's going to pull this off somehow. Right. Non-biased.
Yeah. Taylor Swift, the power of Taylor Swift.
Non-biased. Because hey, I don't know if you saw that picture of her at the Grammys that she took with the red dress on. That's all I'm gonna say. It look like she eating the frosted mini wheats, okay? It look like she got something going on over there.
All right.
I don't know. She put on like, and not objectifying her, not objectifying any of the beautiful women out there.
You heard? She added some weight. Yeah.
She could add a few more pounds, and I'm telling you, we about to start having a whole nother conversation about Taylor Swift. I'm telling you right now. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, non-biased. I think that Kansas City. I don't know why. Just a feeling. They say Pat Mahomes already put in the blood sacrifice, which was Luka getting traded to LA.
It's Patrick's fault.
Yeah, like it was some sports god shit that he had to do. He had to like deflate 100 footballs for it to work, and
the sport devil was like, "Give me Luka." He was like, "Bet."
Yeah, give me Luka.
I got you.
That's it.
I got you.
But yeah, I think it would be a great game. What I always do, because
Yeah.
I always end up having to work on the Super Bowl, I pull the TV out, put it in the production room, and niggas come watch if they want. If not, in passing, might order some wings. Who knows? We might throw a party in that motherfucker. You feel me? Since I'm gonna be running the show that day, I feel like I can do whatever the fuck I want. Probably get a Jello shots going in that bitch
Oh,
too.
nice.
Um, but yeah, first two quarters over with. Now it's time for the real show. Kendrick's the first hip hop artist to headline the Super Bowl solo. What are your predictions? What do you think there? Where are you at with that? What does he open with? What does he close with?
Oh, the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, he honestly has to open with "Not Like Us," bro. Like,
Open with Not
but
Like Us?
if it's not opening, it has to be the closer. Has to be.
Okay. I'm leaning towards closing.
If honestly, if he's opening like the Super Bowl, they always do like their like radio hit, like the. So he might do
So it's
like
probably gonna be humble, right?
"Humble's" a good one. Maybe like "Yak Yak Yak Yak" Mad City.
That would be
Man,
great.
no, yeah.
That would be
Uh,
great.
that might be the intro. Humble would probably be on there. Yeah, Mad City would probably be my favorite option for intro.
Yeah.
I just need the ones I need to hear though is that
Okay.
one. I need to hear DNA. Obviously not Like Us. I hope he does TV off. I hope he does it. And
Much is
then
coming out.
let's see what guests we got. You know what I'm saying? What if he brings up
Yeah.
Baby Keem and they do the shit,
If,
bro?
that'll be fire.
I don't think that's
I
gonna happen
need to
though.
see that.
I don't think
I
that's gonna
need to
happen.
see that though.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think that one's gonna happen, but
I like Mad City to start the show.
yeah.
Um, obviously Not Like Us closing. Element was good. DNA. My only thing about Mad City would be, are they gonna let him get the Pyrus and Crips off on TV? Like,
Yeah.
if Pyrus and like, are y'all, because they probably, white America probably don't know what Pyrus are. They definitely probably know about Crips, like, because the word has been, regurgitated throughout pop culture since the 90s.
Okay.
But Pyrus is more of a newer term. I feel like that didn't really get into the zeitgeist for real until like maybe Game's first album.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But I did see that it would be up to the NFL if Kendrick could do Not Like Us, or how he could do Not Like Us. It would be up
Right.
to the NFL,
I
because
think
they're saying he's going to do the song.
Oh, he's gonna
But
do
are
it.
we are we gonna let this shit ring off?
I
Like,
don't think they're gonna let him do that part. But
all he got to do is the first verse and the hook, and that's it.
yeah, because I don't
I
think they're gonna
know
let him do
that
that. I don't think they're gonna let him do the "Say Drake." I hear you like him, yeah.
he could say Drake, I hear you like him, huh? Like, he could do that. That's a good
Huh.
edit.
All
Yeah,
right, Mr.
like,
P.
yeah, no, get Juvenile to come out there and say, huh? Like, or
Yo,
something.
if he
That
brought
work.
Juvenile out, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yo,
Bro.
I guess like 2 days ago, like, Wayne had dropped like a teaser saying, I got a surprise, or last week, he was like, I got a surprise for y'all, dropping Thursday. I don't know why. And then Skip said it's a shame. Skip regurgitated, like, it's a shame Lil Wayne's not performing at the Super Bowl.
Oh man.
And then Wayne put out, was like, I'm not in the trailer, he was like, I'm not gonna be at the Super Bowl, so y'all got a seat to fill. So I was like, if you're not gonna be at the Super Bowl, it's because you're gonna be in the Super Bowl. I was like, maybe Wayne then worked out some shit
Not
for him
happening.
to
Not
the
happening.
nigga
Not
album,
happening, Chris.
album
Drake might
release.
spiral out of control if we let that if he lets that happen.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Lil Wayne
But
performing with the man that just called him a pedophile. No way. Speaking
crazy.
of Drake, This drama ass queen walking out with bullet smoke from his hoodie. I was like, this motherfucker right here. And then the way he was
I
looking,
just
like, oh my
sad,
God.
defeated. I've seen women turn on Drake that I never thought would turn on him before.
Man, I've seen some nut shit. Yeah.
I'm like, it's baddies out here turning on Drake. Like, that's their
Never
guy.
never thought I'd see
That's
the
their
day.
LeBron, bro.
That's
That's
their
their Jordan,
LeBron.
bro. Like, that's that is their guy, bro. Like, he talked directly to their soul, bro.
Yeah.
And like, this is crazy, bro. I'm still having conspiracy theory arguments with like Khalil and my brother and shit. Like, why? Because they're trying to convince me that people just don't like Drake. And I'm like, nah, man, it's a deeper, darker criminal
I
link,
mean,
man.
that's partially true though. That's part. There
Yeah,
are
yeah,
people
yeah,
that
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no matter what Drake does, they're like, this. I hate him, right? Like,
But it ain't because he been winning. It's not that. Like,
no,
he keeps winning. We want him to go.
it's just because
Nah,
he's
bro.
corny.
In a sense, yeah, I guess.
No, some people can't get past the corniness, bro. That happens sometimes though. Some people just can't get over like, you a square, bro. But you can't like, bro, you can't lie. Like, that bullet hole shit on his hoodie smoking, I was like, bro, this is so dramatic. Like, this is like ridiculous. Like,
You
dog,
gotta change the narrative, bro.
yeah. Just
You
just
gotta
wear
change
it
the
on your
narrative.
jacket, bro. Wear it on your jacket and do some big shit, bro. You're Drake, bro. You can do big shit. Just move on. Move on.
Bro, how you expect him to move on? This nigga done won 5 Grammys.
But Chris, what I'm saying, because he keeps talking about, him and his friends keep talking about how unbothered he is.
Yeah.
Like, Lil Yachty had to fix his face to say he didn't care. That shouldn't bother him at all. Bro. Yes, it did. Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
That would bother anybody.
Anyone. And then, yes, I
Yeah.
know. Look, they were pestering his dad, and his dad wasn't even trying to answer fucking questions about it outside
I
the
don't give a
Grammys.
fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, guy. Yeah, you do.
But, I mean, I know it gnaws at you, bro. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm saying if you truly didn't care, you know what I'm saying? You would have just, like, moved on. Like, this man cut his hair, bro. What is it, the braids? And then he cut his hair, bro.
Still crazy. There's a video compilation I'm going to send you. It's like an hour long. Just watch it at work. Free
Tight.
time. And it's like everything leading up to Not Like Us. Like how the media was like, Kendrick down, you shouldn't have picked this fight, you did this. And it's just crazy in real time to see the fucking narrative change. People was like, oh, I don't fuck with Euphoria at all. Then to double back after everything's all said and done and be like, Euphoria is the favorite out of all the songs that were dropped. Like, I watched that shit last night. I was like, bro, this really happened. But I think you got so people. What this beef did was really draw a fine line in the sand. It was like if you were on Kendrick's side, all you were seeing was stuff about Kendrick, like the positive. You weren't really checking for Drake's disses. You just know it don't matter. We won. We up already. And I'm watching and listening to the people that agree with me. But then, like, if you're in the middle and you got to see it for both sides, the way that people are still in denial that Drake didn't get his ass kicked. He was up. Because honestly, I still don't think the first few songs was fucking with Like That at all. Even though Like That was very light, I still didn't think what Drake did prior to Euphoria coming out as a response to Like That was better than Like That. That's just me though. But because Like That is still crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
ultimately,
Drake's best song out of the whole thing was Family Matters.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the best joint he did by far.
Wait, that nigga, he had shut your whole ass up and make some drugs.
Yeah. That shit was hard, bro.
Bro, if somebody
like
told me that, bro, we got a box. Like, it ain't no more talking. You shut your whole ass up and make some drugs.
Because, he was like, this motherfucker trying to, a producer beef with me, bro. Like,
Shut your whole ass up and make some drugs, man. Oh, okay, but
Crazy.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, I'm home to be able to watch that. Usually, we are home by the time the performance starts,
Yeah.
so
But
I'm
bro,
looking for.
the first time ever, the Super Bowl's on Tubi, bro. It's on Tubi for free.
Oh, word! Shout out to
You
Tubi.
you
Well,
can
I mean,
watch.
I can. We got. I mean, we can
No, I'm
watch it.
just
I can
saying.
watch it at work.
No, I'm not saying you can't. I'm
Yeah,
saying, but
yeah.
it reminded me like this. Like Tubi is playing the Super Bowl on Sunday. It's crazy.
They want as many people to watch it as possible.
Hell yeah. I mean,
Tubi's like retention rate is like through the roof though.
yeah,
I don't know how or why. Because I don't visit Tubi, so I don't know.
man.
But
They
a
got
lot of
look.
people be on Tubi, bruh.
I watch Tubi because they got a lot of like they have a lot of good like old anime on there, and they also
Mm,
have like a lot of like foreign films. So like a bunch
mm,
of kung
mm,
fu and samurai films I like are on there. So I'll be
mm,
like,
mm.
ooh, I need like
And
a
Tubi's
popcorn.
free, right?
Yeah, free. It just has ads. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it has like just these bangers on there that are just on there, and I'm like, ooh, I need
yeah,
my a popcorn flick that I can just turn on. I don't have to pay attention to too much, and watch people get their ass beat while I'm doing spreadsheets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Tubi's
yeah.
perfect
Type
for that.
shit.
But they got some bangers on
Where
there for
we?
sure.
I wanna. I have to. We lost a fucking giant, a legend in the game, man. Last night, 54 years old. Irv Gotti,
Irv
man.
Gotti.
I know in his later years, he was doing these Drake Champ interviews, and he might have said some unfavorable things about a couple people here and there, but we can never ever ever discredit what this man brought to the game, man. Discovered DMX, man. Can I live, man? By Hov. That Murder Inc. run before 50 Cent came and put his foot in their ass, bro. That Murder Inc. run was iconic, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, Everything Ja Rule, Ashanti, Lloyd, everything them niggas did, bro. The first Nicki, Drake, and Wayne, bro. Like, if you really break this shit down, what the numbers, the number ones, bruh. The 106 in Park, bruh. Irv Gotti had a vision, and he's a great producer as well. I remember when DMX passed, and me and Don had to do the podcast. First song I went to go play is Murder on Ja Rule's first album, Vini Vidi Vici, which is DMX, Hov, and Ja. Ain't never heard no shit like that, bruh. Three niggas just spazzing, bruh. And you hear all these stories with Irv and like he wanted Murder Inc. to be a group with Hov, X, and Ja, but of course X and Hov had their thing going on, so that wasn't gonna work. And then we got that iconic cover with the three of them on the cover of the Source, and they holding like the bats and the chains and shit behind their back, like iconic. Irv Gotti was that nigga, man. Like funny too, man. Not trying to be in a great storyteller too. Like you go on Funk Flex and him telling the story about when 50 put out in the club and like his reaction, how he told that story. Even him on Drink Champs telling the story how he found out Ashanti and Nelly was dated is like it's something about New York dudes from that era, bruh. They could just tell a good story, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, but RIP to the guy. 54, man. Had a stroke previously. They had another stroke and passed. I know they were saying he needed like a kidney or a liver transplant or something earlier in the week, and whatever happened with that. But yeah, we lost a legend, man, for sure. What's your favorite Murder Inc. song from that period? If you had to,
Oh
if you could think.
man, I'm just partial to DMX, bro. Honestly,
Mm,
because to me, like he was like really the guy on there. Really, I mean, Rough
yeah,
Riders. He was just number one albums, number one albums, number one albums. Like he was just fucking two number one albums in the same year. Like, come on, bro.
yeah.
Like, I mean,
The joint with Bobby Brown. I know you're getting bored. Damn it, come on, bruh. These niggas had hits. Ashanti shit, the
I'm trying to think.
Foolish,
Don't forget Eve.
Eve.
Yeah, cause Rough
What you talking
Riders,
about?
man.
Rough Riders?
Yeah,
You said what?
that was like Rough Riders, like Eve and Rough Riders. But
That era, yeah, but Murder Inc. with Ashanti and Ja and Lloyd and all that shit.
yeah, yeah,
Why he
man.
say that?
Hmm?
Nah, I just got a text from. Well, I
Oh.
just saw a text from Ryan. But Ja shit was like mesmerized.
Yeah,
The joint that Smiles and Southstar did, you know, our joint, that joint.
yeah,
And there was like, I remember back in the day, they were saying like, Irv and them like stole the beat from them or whatever. Because they had a song out around that time that was similar. Yeah, Murder Inc. at that time, yeah, crazy. Undefeated. Rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. That's all I got to say. What else we got, though?
Oh, man. I'm trying to think what else happened. That it was honestly. I mean, I don't want to talk about any dour shit really, so I'm gonna ignore the orange fuck. I'm trying to stay, positive on here. Oh, actually, my wife told me I was half wrong about the Beyonce thing I said last week. So Beyonce is the first black woman to win country album, like best country album. She's the first black woman to win that, but not the first black woman nominated for. She's the first black woman nominated for a country Grammy in 50 years, but she's the first black woman to win best country album. So I didn't want to discredit the woman who came before. I didn't know that fact, so I want to clear that up real quick. That there was a nomination 50 years ago, but Beyonce is the first black woman to actually win best country album.
Shout out to Beyonce, dog. Hey, while we on the Grammys again, I don't know if you paid attention to. It was kind of a bigger topic at the top of the week. It's kind of died down now. When those two reporters that worked for the AP, they were talking to Babyface, but then one of them saw like Chaperone, and she totally disregarded him and shit. So this has been a conversation, a bigger conversation has been happening between like actual journalists and like personalities interviewing people, and how, if an actual journalist was up there, that would not have happened.
Never. Yeah.
Like if Gayle King was up there or fucking Elliot Wilson was interviewing Babyface, if Chaperone did pull up, that journalist would their mind would already start working to be like, oh, they probably never met. Let me connect these two, not shut either one of them down. But like, Chaperone, this is Babyface. He probably wrote some hits that what do I anything. You feel me? Like instead of like totally shutting Babyface down. That's fucking Babyface, bro. Soon as I get home from work. Come on, bro. What we talking about? Waiting to exhale, nigga?
13-time Grammy winner?
What are we talking about, bro? That is Baby. He just co-wrote or produced. I don't know. He probably co-wrote and produced Snooze for SZA, bro.
He did. He took it very cool though. Like he was very cool about it, and he said it was all love. And like he said that later in the broadcast, the lady apologized, and then she also apologized to him personally as well. But like the point is, like if you are doing these events, like know who the fuck you're talking to. That's why you're there, right? You're supposed to know who the fuck you're talking to. And if you don't, like educate yourself before you talk to them. Like hey, do you know who is this person about to interview? And then give me a rundown real quick. Okay. Because if you don't really know who the fuck you're talking to, like you're also not supposed to get like all giddy and excited because you're there to like
do a job.
You're there to do press, right? So like you're not supposed. Oh my gosh, Chappelle Roan, move, Babyface. What's up?
And look, Chaperone, like, is she gonna? I can't discredit her or her music or anything, but we're talking about a year.
Yeah,
I don't know how long she's been doing. Yeah. We talking about a year 5 act I don't know how long she's been in the game, so I might be giving her more or less.
Can't be long. I don't know
But
anything about this woman.
I don't know. I know she's. I've just started hearing about her with the end of last year till now.
Yeah.
So you had to been grinding before that for you to just pop up. But Babyface is 20 plus.
That's
legend.
Talking about skin in the game.
Yeah, like wrote some of your parents know who Babyface is. Yeah. You feel me? So it's like,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah, shit like that sucks, bro. I hate shit like that.
Yeah, it make you, and then it's like you a flash in the pan type of person.
Really? Diamond says she came out in 2017. What? So what? I don't know a fucking song. I don't know anything about this woman. What the fuck? Has she been wearing her makeup like that since 2017? I never seen her. She scares me. But damn.
But yeah, a flash in the pan artist, bro, and a time. Yeah, it is because he's black though. Like if that was fucking Kid Rock, she wouldn't have did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just saying I can't think of like another white person that's been in the game for a long time.
So Kid Rock was your first choice? Okay.
I don't know.
Sure,
I couldn't say George Clooney. But yeah, like you said, it sucks. And I hate that it's like you got to be hot or relevant now to get respect. The same type of respect you give to an artist that's hot right now, like you can't give that respect to Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Like if Michael Jordan and LeBron was in the same building, of course give LeBron respect. That's fucking LeBron James. But you're not gonna bow down to LeBron the way you're gonna bow down to Mike. Like it's just two different things, bro. It's two different things. You can't do that. You got to know who you talking to and where you at, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that everybody was like, she need to be fired. They ain't said she got fired yet. They probably did that quietly, but they need to.
Yeah, I don't know if she got fired.
Yeah, I need to go ahead and let her go.
Yeah, because even if she didn't know him, it was just extremely disrespectful. Yeah, I mean, I like, or you can't work these events again. Like what are you doing, bro? Like, seriously, what are you doing? Like you don't just move people out the way to talk to be like, hi, I want to say hi to you. Like, no, bro, you're talking to Babyface right now.
Babyface, nigga.
Like you can't like that. It also just shows like you can't keep your cool. Like you just can't keep your cool, bro. Like what then like that's even worse. Like cause like what if because she's not the biggest person here at all. So like
it's also ironic because an award show that Chaperone was at, she was taking pictures, spotted a guy, a photographer in the crowd that she said was being disrespectful towards her, pointed him out, walked over there to him, and proceeded to like chew his ass out for like how rude he was to her the last time he saw her.
Damn.
And now thinking about it, I'm like, damn. So I know Chaperones had to hear about this. You're an artist. You want artists to have health insurance and shit. And you want to be treated with respect.
She's probably going to charge this lady.
But did you... She needs... That's what I want to happen.
Yeah.
Because keep it straight across the board, bro. Don't do it just because it happened to you. It just happened to somebody else because of you.
We gonna wake up in the morning. It's gonna be like, Chaperone called the chick this.
She had a press. Yeah.
And she has now been fired from the call.
She need to... Because I don't like that shit. That shit was classless, bro.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, man. Irked me all over again. I was irked when I saw that the first time. It was irksome, bro.
I didn't get the first pack of merch from Kanye shit, and he already dropping shit that I'm gonna have to buy again. And I ain't even got the first shit. Anyways, I think we hit everything I wanted to hit for sure.
Yeah, I can't think. Well, there was a couple more trades. Jimmy Butler finally got traded. He's on the Warriors now. After all the talk about I won't sign if I get there and all this, and then he already signed an extension. But because I mean nobody wanted him, bro. So This is going to be interesting to say the least. Him and Draymond in the same gym is very interesting. There was
Fight
other
every morning.
there was other ones.
Dennis
Schroeder was in that deal. Yeah, Dennis Schroeder.
But he got traded 3 times in like the last 8 hours.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
Oh my god.
Lakers made more moves. Mavericks are still being weird. They won. They beat the Celtics today, so that was something.
Kyrie not gonna lose to Boston if he can help it.
Well, he sure did in the
Fuck
finals.
Boston. Well, hey,
but
got rid of the problem.
No, don't do this. Don't do this right now. We can't say that about the white savior, Chris.
Yeah, I know. But
look, the deal's done.
People making good points, bro. Like, get the dick out your mouth, man.
Yeah, like
it's over.
Does it suck? Yeah, but I'm not gonna harp on it, man. Like, it is what it is, bro. The only time I would have lost my mind if it was Dirk instead of
Dirk. Yeah,
I probably would have went up to myself.
You would have started the Capitol.
I would have got my key. You got to get out of here, man. What the fuck, Mark Cuban?
You would have stormed the fucking Capitol.
I would have stormed everything for that motherfucker. Dirk is my guy, bro. But yeah, man. Yeah, it happened. It's over. He's a Laker, bro. He was on the bench. He probably gonna play on Monday. So
Steve Kerr made a point after the game. He was like, they need to try to figure out how to get it to where the trade deadline is at either during All-Star or after or right before. I can't remember the period because it sucks that these players can get traded during the game, before the game, and we got to try to keep the morale up in the team, on the team, and do all that stuff. Like, it does. Like, when you think about, especially because part of me feels like, yeah, the owners are like standing on business. Like, we are the owners. Y'all don't run this shit. We run this shit. Part of me is like, yeah, corporate America. I fuck with that. And then the other part of me is like, damn, bro, these niggas gotta, like they were saying, Luka just bought like a $12 million house in Dallas. Like, you're uprooting these people, bro. This shit is crazy. Like, somebody said you gotta be a crazy person to be a sports fan, bro. Like, this shit will make you feel something. That's why I'm not a sports fan. You feel me? I don't need no extra turmoil in my life. But there should be some type of regulation towards that, though. We can't just trade these niggas in the middle of a game, bro. Like, a fan told the Heat's bench that Jimmy got traded. It was a video going viral. A fucking fan. What? Like, dog, there's something got to change about that, bro. It can't keep being like that, bro. It can't. That's
and the only one that everybody was waiting on was that KD was on the verge of getting traded again, but it looks like they kept steady, and then the Suns didn't trade anybody. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
But pretty active trade deadline. I mean, they said it brought the NBA back from the brink because the ratings were dipping. I was like, that's where the conspiracy theory came in. Like, they had to make a splash, and they sure did. And what's more splashy than Luka to the Lakers playing with LeBron?
More splashy than Beyonce going on tour or the tickets being available or whatever.
Yeah.
She announced that tour, and niggas was like, Luka! Like, they were saying, not now, Beyonce. Never thought I'd see that in my life. Not now, Beyonce. Read the room.
Man, my office was fucking sad when I went to work the next day. They were sad, bro. Like, I kid you not, the guy who's a big Maverick fan at work would come up to me and be like, "Oh, I love Nico Harrison as a GM," and I was like, "This dude's gonna have a rough day tomorrow." And sure enough, he came in. He was like, "I can't believe it. I can't believe he did this." Like, he was like, I lost all respect for him. And I was like, "Hey, bro." The craziest thing Nico said out of all the whole thing was be like, "Look, I could do this and that. I'm not gonna be here in 10 years anyway." I was like, that is a nut thing to say, bro. That is fucking like it's like, bro, that means you're just like, I'll burn this shit down. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna trade who I want to trade. And then PJ Walker just had his daughter,
Mm.
and then Luca commented on his picture, said, "Congratulations. Make sure they don't trade her too." And I was like, bro, he's about to drop 700 points on the Mavericks when they play.
On the 20 something, right?
Yes,
Ain't they playing this month?
they're playing soon.
Yeah.
He's
That's gonna be the game to watch.
Him and Kyrie might go at it like on the court. This is gonna be crazy.
He might actually play defense, Dalton.
He go play everything. He gonna be you never gonna see him play like this. He gonna be the best ever. He's gonna win MVP for one game. This game right here. He's the most valuable player because he's gonna beat the shit out of the Mavericks. And then he gonna go walk over to Nico Harrison and be like, "Fuck you, bitch." And then
this was that it's still feeling
it's still affecting these boys to the day. They are upset, boy. They are mad.
Bro.
Did you? And I saw that video with the fake town hall.
Classic.
Nico Harrison is a bitch. Yeah.
He said, we are gonna what he said, we're gonna go at it, pimp. I ain't heard a white person say pimp in so long, bro. I was like, oh no, this is an all-timer right here, bro. This is a great fucking video.
God.
Oh God.
But is there anything else that happened? I can't think of anything else that possibly happened this week. Or anything I wanted to like really, really, really talk about. I can't think of anything, bro.
Yeah, no, I ain't got nothing.
Well, we'll see what the results are at the Super Bowl this week. We'll see. We'll be back talking about Kitchen's performance, the game itself next week. I'm sure there's gonna be some more stuff that happens, but we're here every Thursday. Don't forget, check the chat. There's a link to Factor if you need some hot, fresh, ready meals coming in the mail. You got different options you could pick from. And our code gives you half off and free shipping to get the box to you. And all you need to do to support the channel is use a link, start a subscription, get your box, and then you're free to do whatever you want after that. But remember, free shipping, half off. But other than that, we'll be here every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. for our fresh podcast before it goes on YouTube and gets all edited up and chopped up. And so you'll see it here first. So thank you for staying with us and rock it out. I'm gonna go ahead and call it an early night tonight. Let me go ahead and stop that music. But yeah, man. Anything else you want to say, Chris?
Keep God in your life, fuck nigga.
As always, perfect ending.